Emma. I'm going to lead us through a 30 to 45 minute Vinyasa flow, all levels. So when you're ready, we're going to start in a seated position, finding your legs crossed, or you can sit on your knees or any other position that feels comfortable in your body. We're going to bring our right hand to our chest and our left hand to our low belly, thumb to navel. And then begin to drop into your body, soften your gaze. Just beginning to notice, getting out of the mind. Begin to allow the sound of your breath to soothe the nervous system, soothing the physical body, releasing any tension that you're holding. Maybe beginning to set an intention for your practice, maybe something you want to cultivate in your life, if that's peace, presence, maybe vulnerability, more self-love. Begin to commit that into existence right here. When you're ready, you're going to blink your eyes open, and then we're going to sweep the arms high. Inhale. Exhale, passing through center with the hands. Inhale, sweeping high. Exhale, center. One more inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Plug your thumb knuckles into your sternum and see if you can feel your heartbeat for a couple moments here. You're going to sweep the arms high. Exhale, bend to the left. Right arm reaches over. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Left hand reaches over. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And exhale, right. Coming back to the middle, we're going to find a tabletop pose here. Coming onto all fours, we're stacking the hands under the shoulders and the hips over the knees. Taking our cat-cows here. On an inhale, drop the belly and lift the gaze for cow. And on an exhale, round through the upper back and tuck the gaze for cat. Inhaling for cow. And exhaling for cat. Really round, press into the hands. Maybe close your eyes and take your cat-cows with your own breath here. Your inhale for cow and your exhale for cat. Taking one more round of cat-cow here. And then we're going to drop onto the forearms, interlacing the fingers. We're going to drop the hips back towards one side and circle them around to the other, coming past the wrists here. So we're just taking circles with the hips and the shoulders. Begin to move the other direction. Beginning to get some movement into the joints, warming up through the spine. Sending that cerebral spinal fluid up and down the spine more easily. And then coming back up to all fours here, we're going to extend the right toes behind us, press back through the right heel until you feel a stretch in the back of that right calf. On an inhale, you're going to lift that right foot high. Flexing the right foot behind you, begin to become really stable in the core here. So engaging that low belly in and up. We're going to crawl the left fingertips forward and then lift the left fingertips. Inhale, you reach long in both directions like someone's pulling you. And then exhale, you're going to round the upper back, bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale to lengthen and stretch. Exhale, bring elbow to knee, find that cat back. One more inhale, reach long. Exhale, back down, all fours. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, lift, and exhale, tuck. Coming back to neutral table when you're ready. You're gonna tuck those left toes back behind you. Now press back through the left heel until you feel that stretch. Inhale, lift the left leg using the strength of your glute, your hamstrings. Begin to cinch up through that core, but keep the breath flowing. You're gonna walk the right fingertips forward, begin to become stable in the center here, and then lift that right hand high. On an inhale, reach long in both directions, like someone's pulling your fingertips and pulling your ankle. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, meet elbow to knee around the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Coming back to all fours, table pose here. We're gonna tuck the toes and shift the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. You're gonna find your stance here, plugging into the hands and rooting into the feet. We're gonna begin to pedal out our feet here, bending one knee, straightening the other, and then switch. And then just finding any organic movement here that feels good in your body. I like to take my feet wide. Maybe you shorten the stance of your down dog. And then walk it back out. Just exploring what feels appropriate in the physical body. Staying with the breath. Inhale, the heels lift, the knees bend, and you're gonna super slow walk up towards the top of the mat here. On an inhale, find a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, the hands slide up beneath the shins. Exhale, fold. One more halfway lift. Begin to interlace your fingers at the low back here. Inhale to open the shoulders. And then exhale, bend the knees even more and find a shoulder rinse, fold forward. The hands are still interlaced. Begin to release the hands here and find a super slow roll up to stand. Stacking the shoulders over the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold back down, forward fold. We're gonna walk it back out to our downward facing dog here. Begin to lift that right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, gently step the right foot through in between the hands. We're gonna softly bring that left knee to the earth here. Inhale, sweep the arms high. We're in our low crescent lunge. Begin to really root down through that right heel to square the hips. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms even higher, and then exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale the hands down. You're gonna keep that left hand planted. We're gonna open up with the right, find a twist. Inhale to stack the shoulders open, rotate the rib cage towards the ceiling. And then exhale, that right arm comes on the inside of the right foot. We're in a lizard lunge here, so you're gonna crawl that right foot out to the right. So this stance is nice and wide. You should feel a little deeper hip stretch here in the front of that left hip flexor. And I'll invite you to stay here. There's a couple options if you would like to take it deeper. So you're gonna rotate onto the pinky edge side of that right foot. Maybe even gently press that right knee away from the body. You can stay here if you would like to take it even deeper. Maybe you find the forearms. And we're just going to breathe here for 5 breaths, so it can be really intense in the hips here. So I want you to cultivate a deeper breath. Really honoring your boundaries in the body, listening and not pushing past what is comfortable. Inhale, the hands come back up. You're going to walk that right foot back in between the hands. And then you're going to shift the hips back, finding our half split. Either flexing or pointing through those right toes. You're going to square the hips here. And then breathing into any tension in that right hamstring. Inhale to shift forward, bend back into that right leg. You're going to tuck the back toes, and everyone find your downward facing dog on your exhale. Pedal out the feet here. Inhale, the heels lift, knees bend, and walk your way towards the top of the mat, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, maybe look back. Exhale, fold. You're going to walk it back out to your downward facing dog. That left leg lifts on an inhale. And exhale, left leg steps all the way through in between the hands. You're going to softly drop that right back knee to the earth. We're in our modified crescent lunge. Pressing into that left heel in the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Noticing any differences on this side here. Maybe you shorten the stance or you lift up out of the hips a little bit if you're tense. Take an inhale to lift the arms high again. Exhale to bend the elbows, open the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and open. Breathe into that right hip flexor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, the hands softly come to frame the front foot. You're going to ground through that right hand. Inhale to spiral open through the left. Breathing into the twist here, you're going to rotate the rib cage towards the ceiling. And then exhale to our lizard lunge, so that right hand and the left hand come inside of the left foot. You're going to toe heel the left foot out, taking a wider stance. An option to stay here, or you're going to find the pinky edge side of that left foot. Maybe press the left knee away from the body if the hips are feeling open. And then option is stay here or stay on the hands. You can also find the elbows if you're feeling more open on this side. Remembering not to push through your physical boundaries here. Just finding your edge and breathing there. Back up onto the fingertips when you're ready. We're going to tuck our toes and everyone meets in our downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Inhale, we're going to shift forward to our first high plank here. From our high plank, we're going to hold here for a couple breaths, pressing back through the heels, bringing the crown of the head towards the top of the mat energetically. And maybe you drop the knees if you want to take another variation. We're gonna shift forward and then lower all the way to the earth, to your belly. The hands are framing the low ribs here. On an inhale, lift the head and the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the head and the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, release. This time we're going to press all the way into the hands. Maybe you lift the thighs off of the earth here, upward facing dog. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog. You're going to lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the right foot all the way through. We're going to dial that back heel down, almost parallel with the back of the mat, and spiral the arms open here, warrior two. Reaching long in both directions. You're going to spiral the hands up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, reverse your warrior. Into the right side body here, and then exhale to your side angle, so that right forearm is going to find the right knee, and you're going to stack the left arm up. Maybe reach the left fingertips forward overhead. Inhale back up to that warrior two. And then exhale, the hands come to frame the front foot, and step back to your downward facing dog. We're holding for 3 breaths. From your downward facing dog, we're going to lift the left leg high, find your three-legged dog, and then exhale, really gently step the left foot through. You're going to dial that back heel down about parallel with the back of the mat and open up towards your warrior two. Really finding a strong base in the feet here. We're going to flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach slightly forward, and then exhale, reverse your warrior. Spiraling the chest open, really lengthen through the left side of the body, through the rib cage. And then on your exhale, the left forearm finds the left knee. You can choose to stack the shoulders here. Maybe you reach the right arm overhead, opening the chest. And then on your exhale, coming back to warrior two for 1 breath. Spiraling the hands back down to frame that front foot and step back to your downward facing dog. We're going to move through a vinyasa here for 5 breaths. Or you can choose to stay in downward facing dog or take a child's pose. If you're moving through a vinyasa, you're going to shift forward to your high plank, lower halfway or all the way chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog to press through the tops of the feet. And exhale, downward facing dog, the hips go up and back. You're going to lift the heels, bend the knees, and make your way towards the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold. You're going to toe heel the feet so that they're touching or hips distance. We're going to sink the seat back and lift the arms high for your chair pose, Utkatasana. Bringing the hands to your heart center here, we're going to come into a chair twist. Take a deep inhale and then exhale, twist to the right. So that left elbow is going to come in between the knees here and the thumbs stay at your heart center. Really press through the hands here, creating lots of energy. Sitting the seat back, maybe you take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Sinking the weight back into the heels here in your chair pose. Take another inhale. And then exhale, twist towards the left. That right elbow comes in between the thighs. Maybe you take your gaze up here. If you need more grounding, you can keep the gaze down. Again, pressing a lot of energy into the palms here, spiraling the chest open. Inhaling back to center. And then exhale, fold forward. Everyone's gonna find a child's pose here. Taking the knees out, the big toes to touch, and sitting the hips back. Your forehead is gonna ground onto the mat here. Maybe rock the forehead side to side, rock the hips side to side. And then we're just gonna find stillness in our child's pose for 5 breaths. Begin to recenter and re-drop into your body, bringing your awareness to the abdomen. Noticing the shifts on the inhales and the exhales. Begin to notice the heart beating. You're going to walk the fingertips forward so that the forearms lift off of the earth. And then we're going to crawl the fingertips back towards the hips here, finding a seat. We're going to extend the legs out here, finding a seated forward fold. Inhale to sweep the arms high, and exhale to fold over those legs to any degree. I like to place a really generous bend in the knees here. You can keep the back straight, pulling the heart through the heels, or you can find a more yin version, a more restorative version of the pose by really surrendering the head down, rounding through the upper back. Just noticing what feels better in your body and your mind. Wherever you are, begin to notice if you hold the breath. And if that's the case, maybe you just back off like 10%. Taking 2 more breaths in your forward fold here, maybe go a little deeper. And then inhale to walk the hands back up towards the hips. We're going to bring that right knee in, planting the right foot on the earth. Inhale to sweep the arms high, and then exhale, twist towards that right knee. You're going to hook your left elbow on the right knee, crawling those right fingertips back behind you, finding a really tall spine here, lifting the heart up towards the sky. And then maybe you take your gaze back over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center and exhale over towards the other side for a counter twist. Inhale to center, and we're going to switch it out so the left knee comes in and that right leg extends. We're going to hook the right elbow onto the left knee this time. Really find that contact and that squeeze with the abdomen. Maybe you take your gaze back over the left shoulder. And really use your breath in these twists here when we're making contact with the abdomen onto the thigh. It's like a massage for the internal digestive system. Inhale brings you back to center. We're going to extend both legs here and then come onto your back. Bringing the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Bringing both soles of the feet to plant on the earth here. We're coming into one bridge pose. You're going to press into the heels and lift the hips to any degree, really opening the chest. Pressing into the heels, lifting the hips, really engaging through the hamstrings and the quads. Exhale, release. Bringing that right ankle on top of the left. Coming into our figure four stretch, you can stay here, or you can reach through, you can grab behind that left thigh or maybe onto the left shin. You can rock back and forth here, or you can find stillness. Listen to your body moving intuitively and honoring your physical boundaries. Two more breaths. And exhale, super slow release. We're just going to switch it out. The left ankle comes on top of the right. Inhale to reach through, back behind that right thigh, or maybe onto the shin for a deeper stretch. Again, maybe rock back and forth or find stillness. Regardless, just honor yourself here, your body's abilities. Use your breath if you come across any extra tension in that left hip. The exhales clear away the tension. Take two more breaths. Inhaling back to center. You're going to unravel the feet and bring both feet up to the sky for a really gentle inversion here, waterfall pose. We'll just be here for 3 deep inhales and long exhales. Inversions are really restorative for the body, improving our circulation. And when you're ready, finding your final relaxation pose, Shavasana, you can extend your feet out nice and long, taking your hands out to your side. You can also find Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the feet together and the knees wide. Slightly lift the shoulders and tuck the shoulder blades together slightly so we're really opening through the chest. Begin to release any tension in between the eyebrows and the jaw. Allow the palms of the hands to face up towards the sky as a gesture of openness, if that feels comfortable in your body. And drop back into those deep belly breaths. Releasing any other micro tensions in the body. And then find somewhere that you can soften just a little more. Begin to become more present with the sensation of the breath flowing in and out of the nose. Maybe begin to feel the air on the skin, the coolness of the breath on the inhales. And just allow yourself to rest in this really sacred space that you've created for 5 more breaths. Slowly beginning to blink the eyes open and bringing the knees together into the chest wherever you are. Maybe rock side to side and then rock up and down the spine. Coming into a seat. On your inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, drop the thumbs to your third eye center, right in between the eyebrows, your intuition. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.